Ray Edwards, even climbing a flight of stairs is a daily challenge. When he was 27, he developed septicemia and had to have both his arms and both legs amputated. He fought to stay alive, and ever since he's been finding astonishing ways to test himself to the limit and raise as much as he can for charity. Now, you may remember that we spoke to him back in September, just before he set off to conquer Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. It was a huge undertaking. He was filmed along the way, and this is him struggling for breath on the way up.
I found it very tough this afternoon. Had a tear, thinking of really what have I put myself into. I can tell everyone I'm going to reach the top of that massive volcano behind me. But I believe we've got more challenges to come.
That was Ray Edwards on the way up of Kilimanjaro. I'm delighted to say that Ray is here with me again. It's lovely to see you again, Ray. Simple question. Did you make it?
Unfortunately not. I got to 4,500 metres, but I just couldn't go any more. You know, the body said no. Doctor and lead guide said, Ray, you're going to put yourself to some extreme pressure now. And they said, if you go on any further, a body bag will be the way home.
It was a phenomenal achievement nonetheless, but on a personal basis, is there disappointment?
Oh yeah, that day when they came into my tent and said, Ray, you can't go, tears just ran down my face because I just wanted to get to the top. I'd trained so hard. And as you know, when I saw you just before I left, I worked so hard to do it. I thought to myself, why? Why? But then again, I couldn't help my body turning that way. The limbs were all right. The artificial limbs went well.
I mean, you were very ill, you were very poorly. So what was it? Was it altitude sickness?
It was a combination of, we had rainstorms on the third day and I got damp. And then putting dry clothes over damp, I got a chill. And having no spleen, I got chest infection. And basically the chest infection caused the problem. And the higher you go, it's harder with the altitude, can't breathe. So basically with no spleen and having antibiotics, the doctor said, no, no way.
I mean, I know it's a disappointment for you, and I know you feel as though you haven't accomplished something, but you raised something in the region of what for charity?
Well, I think it's about
£40,000
for the limb loss community charities. And I think I did do something well myself. You know, I am proud.
Good.
I look back and think, my God, you know, for a quad amputee, and people said you're mad anyway going. And the people I saw on the way really just made it for me and the people with me. And lots of people on the climb, you know, the amputees and the whole team were on my side.
Did you have time, I mean, that time of going up, did you have time to spend to think about things a little bit more?
I reflected on my life a lot, and there were times where I was being sick through the altitude sickness, and I'm vomiting every half hour, and I just wanted to be home with my wife and the kids because I thought, what am I doing? And I couldn't believe I'd done it. And for 56 years old and having a heart attack, I thought, oh, you know,
bad,
Sally, I don't know why I did it.
Yeah, what you want to do now, though, and we just saw David Fenton's piece, you know, about rehabilitation for soldiers. And,
yes.
And for those who are severely injured in Afghanistan, I'm thinking amputees, you now want to work with them. What can you contribute to that?
Well, I believe that if they unfortunately can't go back into the services after being helped, I think as an amputee charity, and we do help civilians, and they're going to be civilians, why don't we help them integrate in society, you know? And I think as a quad amputee, I'm well qualified for that.
You are, certainly are. I know you're not going to sit still. You've got another challenge up your sleeve very quickly?
Yeah, I think we're going to call it the AA challenge. Not as if we're going to go with the AA van, but I thought from Aldershot to Amsterdam on trikes for disabled people.
You're a madman, and you're a wonderful man raising so much for charity. Ray, it's great to see you. I'm glad you're well again.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for coming in.